In the break, we've got three riders who took a while to go away. It was a fast old start today. I think a lot of riders wanted to get away. The few sprinters teams left wanted to try and control things. And Israel's Cycling Academy want to make sure this is a sprint, probably for Davide Cimolai. We have Arnaud Demar in that Maglia Ciclamino. Pascal Ackermann, can he threaten? Lots of talk in the studio about that or not. But apart from that, not too many sprinters left. Manuel Belletti still there, winner of a Giro stage early in his career. Simone Consonni, we know, has beaten the very best sprinters in the world on his day, but in some of the lesser races. And then you've got the second-tier sprinters, the likes of Marco Haller, Ryan Gibbons, Paolo Simeon, maybe even somebody like a lead-out man, Łukasz Ovsian of CCC team, or could Fran Ventoso turn back the clock? We're clutching at straws to find too many big-name sprinters. Bora Hansgrohe not taking any chances. They want to set up a sprint and they want to try and win today. It's clear that's what they're riding for. Israel's Cycling Academy have the same objective. That's Awet under Meskel riding in the blue and white. Just behind him, a man who's had a decent Giro so far, Emmanuel Gebrais-Gabier, rides for Dimension Data. Gap's inside 4 minutes, but there's 32.5 kilometers to go. They're riding really, really well here, but they are giving their all now. How long will these forces last? How much is left in the legs? This is Scott Davis now for Ander Meskel. After that it will be Bora Hansgrohe. Then you've got Dimension Data and Peter Seri, who's in there now for De Koning Quickstep in the royal blue. Remember, not won a stage yet of this Giro D'Italia. 11 teams are winless so far in the Giro. 48 seconds, 5.4 kilometers to go. Nico Denz, Mirko Maestri, Damiano Cima. We thought they were just out there collecting the sponsored television time today. We thought that they were collecting kilometers to go towards the breakaway prize. They might get the biggest prize at the end of this stage. We are 5 kilometers from the finish, and they're no closer to being caught. At the front, it's a fight for position, but it's GC guys getting involved. It's all messy, it's all bitty, it's all over the place.
Yes, it is getting a little bit scrappy on the front of the peloton there. You can see the GC team starting to come, but still it's the same men are riding there, but we're losing riders all the time, and that's not a good point for the peloton and for the sprinter teams that want to close this down. And we can see there Bora Hansgrohe very much committed, but there's still you know, not as many as Bora Hansgrohe. Israel Cycling Academy pretty much totally disappeared, so a change here on the front of the main peloton.
And Nico Denz decides he's got to go on his own. He can't carry any passengers now. Nico Denz, they'll be screaming at him in the car now.
Yes, well, you could see that it was Denz was a stronger one, and you know, when he went to the front, he was the one who was, you know, pulling the longest and the strongest as well. And this is going to be a complicated one now, because he attacking the other two riders will need a little bit of time to recover to get back into his wheel, and that's where you lose 2 or 3 seconds very quickly. With this advantage, 33 seconds, you have to try and, you know, keep everybody together and try and, you know, get everybody to contribution. You can see here they just looks around. This is going to be 2 or 3 seconds of a loss.
This could be the death knell for the breakaway if they start to attack each other as they have been doing. Now Denz is struggling to close the gap. Behind, by the way, you've got quite a dangerous roundabout as well, which the GC guys will be looking to get around at the front of the peloton and nice and safely. They're desperate to get here. This is their finish line today. 3 kilometers to go without any incident or accident, coming up to that roundabout behind. Watch this one very, very carefully indeed, because there's a lot of guys who work hard to get where they have been. They'll round it. It's well enough signalled, and it looks as though we're going to get to 3 kilometers to go with the GC teams in the right place. Any accident, incident, crashes after this, everybody gets the same time. Still 32 seconds. I think they're running out of firepower behind.
Yes, they are running out of firepower. Here in the peloton you can see, you know, they haven't got the pace at all that they had a number of kilometres further back the road, and 32 seconds with just inside 2.5 kilometres to go, unless they really play around here. And that is the problem, because they know that Denz has showed his hand here. They know already that he is strong, but that attack there, that put the other two in a bit of difficulty. But it's going to be enough. 31 seconds. We can see now the peloton, the pace has gone out offers a lot.
Interesting that Agir D'Italia Mondial, they've got the man out in front, but it's Groupama FDJ with 2 kilometres to go, who moved up but didn't chase. They just waited, positioned their man. It's in Arnaud Demar's interest that the points here go to somebody else. He's thinking of the Maglia Ciclamino. One last dig from Lotto Soudal, maybe. Adam Hansen giving all he's got for the Belgian team. This is Nico Denz at the front. Mirko Maestri just behind him. There's that final left turn. It's all straight to the line from here. They can see each other. The two groups will have lock on each other. 200 metres between them, and it's been quite a Giro d'Italia over the last week and a half. We've had mountain incident. We've had tired legs. We've had epic rides in the mountains over some of the most feared peaks in the world. Today it's the flat providing the entertainment on a day where it was supposed to be the sprinter's last chance. The last chance saloon to try and take something towards the points jersey, and here come Groupama FDJ. 21 seconds just outside a kilometre to go, and 3 riders up the road. They've been up the road all day. On the left in the brown shirts, blue and white, Nico Denz of Agir D'Italia Mondial. At the front in the green and white, it's Mirko Maestri, who's been in break after break after break at this year's Giro d'Italia. And on the right now, hitting the front as they go under 1 kilometre to go, it's Damiano Cima, more than 500 kilometres at the front of the Giro d'Italia this year. They have a chance. They have 15 seconds. They can't mess about too much.
No, they can't mess about, but I think they have enough of an advantage here. You can see peloton is coming up quickly unless they really start to look at each other, and you can see Denz here is trying to get the other riders to come over him, but there's nobody going to do that. They're going to leave him lead out this sprint.
Nico Denz at the front, who was second on that stage to Gualdo Tadino last year. If they dilly, if they dally, that disappearing act will happen. The gap will go, and it could belong to the peloton. Almost 5 hours of racing. It's like a track sprint at the front as they look around. And now Groupama FDJ get interested. They know there's a chance, and they have to go. Denz is going to go on the right-hand side. Denz on the left as we look at it now. It hasn't happened for 4 years, this sort of mistake in the Giro d'Italia. Today, the breakaway has its chance. It's going to go right to the line, though. We're still no closer to knowing. Just 250 metres to go as they launch their sprint behind. Here comes Ackerman behind. But look at Cima go on the left-hand side. It's Cima, Maestri, Denz. The sprinters are arriving. Oh, I think it might be heartbreak. I think it might be heartbreak. It's Cima, though. Cima all the way. What a win! It looked as though it was never going to happen. But Damiano Cima wins for Nippo Vini Fantini, and it is their first ever win at the Giro d'Italia. Breakaway, breakaway, and another one at this year's Giro. It's the Giro delle Fughe, and a man who would have been long odds today, Damiano Cima, pulls off the unexpected. Wow. Nippo Vini Fantini never ever having won a stage before. They went into the final kilometre. They started a mess around. They forced Denz to the front. And you have to say, Sean, that Cima played it perfectly.
Yes, well, Cima in the best position. We could see there that Denz, he panicked a bit, and he had to panic. Otherwise, if he did not take it up, that had been swallowed up in the sprint here. But we can see Cima, in third position. And then, just holding on as we can see Ackerman coming so quickly.
Ackerman there in second place. It looks to be Consonni down in third place. Gibbons had a go as well. Messy old sprint behind Arnaud Demar, whose team left it very, very late to close on. And Damiano Cima, the sole survivor, as the rest of the break was caught just 25 metres from the line. He was the last to go, the first over the line. And Damiano Cima, who'd only ever won bike races in China on the UCI Asia Tour, now has a stage of the mighty Giro d'Italia. An incredible day when it shouldn't have been so. Ackerman angry. And Florian Sénéchal also getting up there in the top 10. Cima, after Bora had ridden all day long.